Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, my students? A2 Economics. Today, I am going to show you paper 4 of economics that will come to you in your final exam in 2021, May, June 2021. This is the paper of uh, May, June 2019. Look at this. Economics subject code is written 9708, paper 4, and variant 2. We are going to have 42 paper. We are having 41 and 43, but in our zone, we will be facing variant 2 of paper 4. So what is important over here on this front page, the time limit allowed to the students in order to answer the question paper. That is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, 2 hours and 15 minutes. So within these 2 hours and 15 minutes, you have to answer how many questions. This is the main task of the student. Read the instructions, section A, answer question 1. That is a compulsory part of your paper. You have to answer at any way. It carries 20 marks like other paper of AS level. Section A was also about 20 marks. Now here it is again having 20 marks. This is economics essay writing, data response and essays. You have to write economics essay. Now this is not a paragraph writing. In case of paragraph writing, you only write a single paragraph to answer your answer. That was the approach adopted in O-level economics. But here in A2, you have to write essay. In essay, we are having different paragraphs, and in each paragraph, we are having different point of view to be explained, to be answered, and to be discussed and evaluated, everything. So this is economics essay writing paper. Section B, you have to answer 2 questions. In this case, what happens? You have to answer 2 questions out of 6. There are the 6 questions which are given in your AS level. Sorry, A2 level. 6 questions are given. You have to answer 4 out of them. Now come towards the section A of your paper. That means this is the data response question, India's grocery market. Okay, so all these different paragraphs are giving us information. This is the percentage of customer survey results. This is a figure given to us, and then its source is also mentioned, and then you have to answer these 4 questions out of this data response. Very easy questions. Identify 2 ways in which kiranas compete for customers. Okay, what can be concluded about grasses? They are all about from this above essay, and you have to answer these 4 questions which are including 25 marks. Okay, now come towards the section B. Here I find a beautiful question for you related to your topic finished in our previous days, that is about economic efficiency and market failure. Look at this, the top, the section B answered 2 questions. 2 is bold, a bold letters are given. 2 answers, you have to answer 2 questions in this case. Okay, now look at the question number 2. Explain what is meant by market failure and consider how far government intervention can reduce market failure. It carries 25 marks. I hope so all of you will be able to answer this question. Okay, market failure, you have to define it. Wherever and whenever market forces are demand and supply are unable to achieve economic efficiency, they are failed to achieve the efficient allocation of resources, then we say market failure is taken place. And how many things which are showing us the market failure? Non-provision of public goods, merit goods, demerit goods, and we can say adverse selection. Okay, and we can also say the other things like externalities. This is the topic of A2. Okay, so in all these cases we are finding the allocative inefficiency or the market failure. So you can write the answer in this way. You can include some knowledge from your AS level because it carries 25 marks. But main focus of this question answering will be about externalities, both positive and negative externalities, and how are they going to cause economic inefficiency that the market forces are demand and supply. They are failed to achieve allocative efficiency or efficient resource allocation. So do you think how far government intervention can reduce market failure? This is the second part of the question. In the first part, you have to express your knowledge. You have to express the analysis of the diagrams and show how exploitation is made by the market forces or demand and supply when there is missing market. That means we are finding positive and negative externalities to cause the market failure. Now, how far do you think when a product is having association with positive externalities, that should only be managed or regulated by the government bodies, or anything which is associated with negative externalities that should be punished by the government? Okay, so this shows the government intervention in order to correct the market failure, in order to bring in economic efficiency by using different government tools like regulation, like taxes and subsidies, or sometimes permits, or there is a cost theorem you will be studying in your chapter number 8. By signing the property rights, then we can achieve the internalization of externalities. And sometimes the government actions will also be causing the market failures because of the lack of information attained by the government, and then we are not going to have the efficient allocation of resources even though the government intervention is there. There are certain limitations. So by the end of this question, by the end of the answer to this question, you have to evaluate the critical evaluation of the argument which is used to explain what is meant by market failure, and how far, how much government will be able to achieve efficient allocation of resources. When government achieves efficiency, it will be disturbing equity or fair distribution of income in the society. That's all. That's the question which we are talking about for the lesson we covered in our chapter number 6, and to some part of chapter number 8 we will be studying them. Question 3 you can find, that is related to consumers behavior and market strategies of the producers. We will be discussing them, oligopolistic market and other things in our coming chapter, which is going to start from the next week, inshallah. Analyze how an individual consumer's demand curve for product is derived and consider. This is again the market consumers behavior, how we are going to maximize them. This question you can answer question number 5. Cyclical and structural unemployment are the most common types of unemployment. Explain the causes of these types of unemployment and assess the effectiveness of government policies to reduce them. Again, 20. You can see two questions are coming for full 25 marks. Question number 2 and question number 5. And the remaining questions, they are having the two parts, explain and discuss. Explanation part carries 12 marks. Look at this. And discussion part carries 13 marks. So I suggest to the students that they should be opting for 125 marks question in order to manage their time. First they have to answer section B, then come towards the section A in order to manage your time. Otherwise section A will be taking you more time to answer, and then the rest of the time you will be unable to finish the rest of the questions to be answered. So the US Federal Reserve, the country's central bank, this is again the macroeconomics part. Here you find three questions from the first three chapters, 6, 7, 8, and the last three questions, they are coming from the macroeconomic parts. So it is up to you whether you prepare microeconomics or macroeconomics, then you will be able to answer the whole section B, and data response question, you can find them very easily in your question session. Now I am going to open another paper for you, that is paper number, yes, October, November 2018. The same structure of the question paper is there, 2 hours and 15 minutes, 9700842 is the code. Section A, you have to answer question 1. It is written in bold letters. So we are finding the section B to find the question. Insert is not here in section A. That is omitted by Cambridge International Examination Syndicate. Now we move towards the section B, where we find again a question from the topic which we have covered. Discuss whether economic efficiency is always achievable in a market economy. You have to define, first of all, what is meant by economic efficiency, productive and allocative efficiencies. Then do you think market economy is what, where the basic economic questions, they are answered by the market forces of demand and supply in order to allocate the resources to fulfill the maximum of human wants. All right. So in that case, you are writing the market economy without government intervention. Do you think it is not showing us any type of economic inefficiency? Yes, it shows. In the non-provision of public goods, in the provision of merit and demerit goods, in the provision of externalities which are associated with merit and demerit goods. So they are not going to have, this is not going to always achieve the economic efficiency. Economic efficiency cannot be achieved or cannot always be achievable by the market forces or demand supply. Then you have to write down the market failure reason, then your answer will be having a conclusion, because the question starts with discuss whether. So wherever it is written discuss whether, it is asking you to give your own opinion, the critical evaluation of the argument you are facing in this question. You have to answer it critically, and you have to conclude it with the critical evidence and critical conclusion at the end of the answer. So that will give you 21 to 20 to 23 marks out of 25 if you are critically evaluating and you are giving the right arguments in order to answer your question. Again, we find the other questions and analyze the factors which determine the price of farm's product and its output in monopolistic competition. We will be studying them by the next week. The market structure, the market behavior of the producers and consumers. Consider whether wages are only determined by market forces of supply and demand. No, there can be other reasons. Trade unions, the government intervention to set the minimum wages. So first we have to decide how wages are determined in the market economy, and then what are the market imperfections. Okay, consider whether wages are only determined by the market or demand and supply. Okay, robots are increasingly used in various areas of production. So types of unemployment are again coming to your question of 2018 paper. Discuss whether GDP is always a good measure of living standard. That gives us that sometimes it only tells us the material welfare of the people, but there are certain problems with the measurement of GDP. It does not tell us the exact value. It does not tell us about the literacy rate and average life expectancies. HDI is a better measure. MEW, measurable economic welfare, can be another indicator. So we have to write the drawbacks of GDP measurement and living standard, development economics, and then at the end we will be giving the conclusion. A country with an open economy has increasing demand for exports and a fall in the supply of labor. Explain the effects of these changes on the general price level and national output in that economy. Consider the effectiveness of using only monetary policy in this situation. Explain how developing countries differ from developed countries. You might be answering it very well. Development economics, that's related to your knowledge about the difference between developing and developed countries and how they differ from each other. Like GDP per capita can be the difference. tertiary sector, primary sector, literacy rate, average life expectancy, the types of exports of the two countries, employment structures, and their age structures are also their birth rate, death rates, and population growth rates. They all can be considered in order to explain the difference between developing and developed countries. Assess the extent to which a multinational company's investment in a developing country leads to economic. So foreign investment will be bringing us increase in national income by the multiplier effect. We'll be studying them in our upcoming lessons. So that's all for today, because I gave you two questions from the two papers, like the second question of this paper and second question of the previous paper. This paper is November 2018, and previous paper was about November 2019. Sorry, summer 19, and this is winter 18. Consecutive papers of once winter and upcoming summer. So discuss whether economic efficiency is always achievable in a market economy. Try to answer this question and send it to me on WhatsApp 0321616047. I will be evaluating your answer as well. And this is the question number 2 of this previous paper. I have selected it for you people, the pure exam questions. So you can answer them very easily. The question number 2, where it is, explain what is meant by the market failure. You have studied it, market failure, and consider how far government intervention can reduce the market failure. So try to answer it if you can and send it to me. I gave you my number 0321. Okay. So in that case, you will be answering it. Okay, I'm writing my number over here, a text. I'm going to write by the writing a text. So 0321 0321616047. Okay, sorry, 0321616047. This can be, you can send your different things. Okay, writing answers, writing different things, you can give it to me. Okay, I will be evaluating them. This is my personal number. Try to avoid sending the material at late night. After 10 p.m., you are not allowed to send any type of the material, because that is not a time to send anything, but you have to send early in the morning. That gives me more time leverage to answer them. Okay, now this is all about your things which we have done today. I hope so that you will be able to answer these questions very easily. Okay, so we are coming to our next thing, that we have to stop sharing, and then we will be doing something which is related to the other topics of A2. By the next week we'll be doing them. Stop sharing. Okay, now stop recording as well. Now thank you for today. Thank you very much.